Hello, I am here with your April 12th, 2021 tarot using the Santa Muerte Tarot. I have done an off-screen pre-shuffle and now we ask for our messages for Monday, April 12th. For those of you who follow the moon cycles and do manifesting and moon rituals, if you think you missed out on yesterday's new moon in Aries, you did not. The moon is going to still be in Aries, and because it did not reach its peak until late last night, its energy will be felt all throughout the day today, into tomorrow, and even into Wednesday. So if you are still wanting to get in on all of that manifesting goodness and all of the extra kick in the pants motivational energy that the moon, this moon in particular, is bringing, you still have plenty of time to get in on it. So with that said, as you can see, my natural curls decided to come out and play today. So I did not get too fussy with them. They want to get dolled up, then, well, if they want to come out to play, then they can come out to play. And I really don't have a say in what happens with them after that. They just do their own thing. So I'm also wearing nice, bright, sunny springtime stuff. And it is not because we are getting that beautiful sunny, okay, that's way too many cards. Sunny springtime weather. It has been raining for 3 or 4 days straight at this point and will continue to do so for another 3 to 4 days. So it's going to be almost a full week of really dark clouds when it's not raining, super heavy fog. I live 2 blocks from a grain elevator, great big huge grain silos. And they completely disappeared 2 nights ago in the fog. That is what the weather is like here. Very reminiscent of what you would think of in Great Britain, in the UK. All right, so we have a lot of swords energy. There's a lot going on in our minds. Every single card that we've got here is swords. Except for on the very, very bottom of the deck. We've got some wands, but it's really kind of way down there. So the bottom of the deck influence, we've got the 2 of Swords. Now the swords energy, it is air energy. It is all things that are happening in our minds. And the 2 of Swords is needing to make a decision, but not sure which way to go. We feel like we are blindfolded, or maybe we are purposely not looking at all of the options. 2 of Swords often talks about intellect and logic, and in this situation, or in your situation, the logical option may not be the best option. So it's really good if you can cut that blindfold off and use the cutting power of the Swords suit to cut that blindfold off, cut yourself free from any restrictions, and cut yourself out of that box that maybe you put yourself in, or that you find yourself with your way of thinking, is that you're really boxed in and you're not looking outside of the box or outside of the norm. So when it comes to your decision making, whatever this choice is, you may have to really, I don't want to say force yourself, but really look at all options, and then look at some of those options that maybe aren't what would be the norm. So for the body of the reading, we start off with the Page of Swords. This ties in perfectly with the 2 of Swords. Now the 2 of Swords, needing to make a decision. The Page of Swords, the Youth of the Court cards, meaning there's a youthful feeling to it. And the Page of Swords often feels like they're not up to the challenge, that they don't feel like they are ready to accept the challenge or to tackle this challenge head on. And again, that could be because of fear and doubt, or it's a situation you've never seen before, so you're really not sure what to do. And the reason why I'm saying fear and doubt is it will make an appearance in a moment. But the Page of Swords does have what it takes. The Page of Swords does have the intellect. Sorry, I'm just trying to hide the wire there. The Page of Swords does have what it takes. They just maybe are lacking in the confidence area. And what is causing all of this lack of confidence? We've had our hearts broken at some point with the Three of Swords. And this particular card, the imagery here is not necessarily indicating a heartbreak, but more of a stab in the back. You may have felt like you've been stabbed in the back and betrayed, whether that was by your own thought process, by your own decision-making or decision-making skills. You feel like you've been betrayed and literally stabbed in the back. Now remember that doubt and fear? Well, there's the Five of Swords. So there's your doubt and fear. This is your inner turmoil, your inner conflict, your not knowing which way to go. It's just adding to the confusion. You know what, let's see if there we go, a better card. Just for a couple of clarifiers, this is kind of a major Debbie Downer type energy for Monday. Maybe it's just the cloudy weather, but we're really caught up in our minds about this doubt and fear and lack and... Okay, we've got Nine of Cups here. No, Knight of Swords. Okay, we do have a little bit of help on the way. The Knight of Swords here on the bottom of the deck is ready to swoop in with the answer. So we're graduating from the Page to the Knight, where we are making a decision. We're swooping in with the answers. We've got the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck as well. That is talking about wishes fulfilled, wishes being granted, cups being full, being satiated, being happy. That guy kind of flew out. And the two that kind of came in regards to the rest of this message, what is this that we are so caught up in our minds about? There's the Death card. We are at a crossroads and we are having a whole pile of endings. Now with this Aries new moon, I know I've talked about this new moon quite a bit. There is kind of an ending to an old way of life or an old system, whatever it is that we are used to doing. And that old way provides us with a lot of comfort. But if we want to grow and transform, we have to let that pass. We have to let that go. And Two of Pentacles here is talking about a juggling. So again, that's more of decision, more of a balancing act. We're trying to do this balancing act. Whether all of this is about our money or just about the new starts, the new way of life that we are hoping to call in with this new moon. But we have to let the old life go. We have to allow that grief and mourning to happen. But all things indicate is we've got energy here coming in with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. There's something coming in that is going to help us feel a lot better, feel satiated, and feel a lot more happy. But that is probably not going to be until a little bit later on in the week. But as for today, we're still kind of grappling with the decision-making process and a bit of a lack of confidence and maybe having to strike out beyond our comfort zone, which we all know that you have to do in order to grow. And there's a lot of fear and doubt. But know that there is somebody coming to help us with our confidence. And I'm going to leave that here for now. I know it's a typical rainy Monday type reading, but that's what the cards have to say. And I will talk to you tomorrow.